Malachi, when did you realize that you dropped the ball too soon?
Honestly, at the same moment everybody else realized it. I was relishing the moment just as much as the entire MetLife was. And when I seen it on the playback screen is when the first time I seen it. Yes, sir.
What were your emotions when you saw that?
My emotions were still extremely elevated just from the fact that for me, I just scored my first NFL touchdown. That moment got pulled back from me, but overly, my teammates really rallied around me, told me that they'd get the ball back for us. I felt really good after the moment. So my mental state right here, I didn't filter off or anything like that, and I was excited to go back in the game and make plays for my team.
Rick said that you owe him one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you feel like that?
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt. After it happened, I told him, give me the ball, I'll do it again.
How much motivation is that for you to finally get in the end zone and score a touchdown?
Unbelievable. You wait your entire life to have an opportunity to score a touchdown in the NFL. And for me to have an opportunity that came so easily because of the guys around me made it really easy for me. So it was a great experience overall. And, relishing in that moment, even after it happened, it was still such an elevated feeling for me that it was hard to get taken away from me.
How grateful are you that you guys won the game? At least it wasn't something that you had to answer after a loss.
Yeah, I was really grateful that we won the game, because it could have got really bad for me, following a loss or something like that. But for the way that our guys rallied after that happened, for us to put as many points on the board as we did, without that touchdown, it was big for us.
Obviously, when you trade of Mike Williams gives you an opportunity to play a little bit more. Just how do you feel about getting that opportunity to get more snaps?
Oh yeah, I'm excited for my role. Hopefully I see an increased role, an increased amount of snaps and everything. But we got a good group and we're starting to get on the roll and everything like that. So whatever I can do to help us win, whether it be run blocks or just do what I can in yards after catch, I'm just excited to help us win.
Was that a celebration like the dropping the ball early? Was it not before the end zone? Was that something you've done in college or anything?
Yeah, absolutely. I just scored 200 plus touchdowns in my career, and never once dropped the ball in the end zone, so there's not too many coaching points to take away from that other than just, hold it another 6 inches,
What has this season been like for you? Having to learn to sit back and watch for a little bit, and then you're getting your opportunity now. But what has this experience been like for you so far?
Oh yeah, it's been amazing being able to play around guys like Mike Williams, Garrett Wilson, and then getting Devontae in here, having a collection pot of guys who are extremely talented, who are at different points of their career, who've been elite players, the number one options on their team. And for me to just be able to sit behind them and learn everything I can from them, and how they just attack the day, how they do recovery, how they attack practice, taking all their reps, and finishing, all those type of things, just things that I can take from their game, and when it's my opportunity to really maximize it.
You talked about the guys rallying around you. Were there any of them that kind of joked you about it though?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Devontae, he told me he had moments close to that before. Even Mike Williams talking about Deshaun Jackson doing it and everything like that. So, even having guys like Sauce Gardner, Quincy Williams coming up to me, knowing that we have a defense that is so talented that has enough humility to come up to me as a rookie and be able to tell me that they got my back and that I'll have plenty more opportunities to do something like that. Yeah.
Casual football fans, that was the first they saw for a lot of people. How do you make that not be the moment that defines you as a player?
Oh yeah, it's not a defining moment for me because imagine if I broke 3 tackles, juked the guy, and then I dropped the ball 1 yard in front of the end zone. You still did that same play, you know what I mean? But holding the ball 1 more yard is not a coaching point for anything. And if they gave me the ball again, I do the same thing over and over. So yeah.
Was that embarrassing for you at the time?
Oh no, not at all. You just take things with a grain of salt. You don't play the game for a long time. You've seen a lot more or less embarrassing things happen on the field. So for me, it was just a learning experience overall. Still extremely excited to run across that end zone line and be able to jet around the field and do all that type of stuff. So it was fun overall.
What do you think you're looking for the next time when you trade? Yeah. I was gonna say, what's your celebration going to be for the next
I'm probably hold on to the ball all the way to the sideline, give it to Coach Brick, let him know that I owed him that one. Yeah.